Brought to you by businessblueprint.com.au.
Most business people think they're in the business of a product or a service. The reality of it is, if your business is focused on the product or service, then it's not going to grow as fast as it needs to grow. What I always look at is a very simple thing, and we'll do basic numbers. Imagine you spent $1,000 on an advertisement and you got 10 new customers. How much did it cost you to buy each one? $100. Now, if you want to have a successful business, this, by the way, is why most new businesses fail. This one lesson is why most new businesses fail. If I start a new business, and let's imagine I worked out I needed 1,000 customers, regular customers, for my business to be break even. Okay? My small business, I've got to have 1,000 people buying from me. Let's imagine that I then worked out it cost me $50 to buy each customer in advertising or marketing or whatever way it's going to be. How much money do I need to get that business started? At least $50,000 in marketing. Does that make sense? Most new businesses start up, what marketing budget do they have? And they wonder why they never get going. You've got to buy all these new customers. It's why, for me personally, I don't start very many new businesses. I buy existing businesses and fix them. They've already bought a lot of customers. I now go in and buy them at wholesale, not paying retail to buy the customers. So the way this works, and the first term that I want to teach you, acquisition cost. What's the term, everybody? Now, here's the thing. Two types of acquisition cost. The first one is called allowable. Allowable acquisition cost. Now, by definition, what that means is an allowable acquisition cost is less than the profit on the first sale. What's the definition? Great. Let's imagine this. Let's imagine I go out and I do my marketing, and I can buy a customer for $20 that I get profit of $50 on the first sale. $20 out, $50 back. How often will I put out, if you went to the bank and said, here's 20 and they gave you back 50, how often would you take 20 to the bank? Every day. Well, that's business. That's marketing. If you test and measure your marketing and you know, I'll give you a couple of examples. Many years ago, I worked with a baker, and his name was Alan. And Alan used to run advertisements every week, $300 an ad. I asked Alan the question. Alan said, tell me, how many new customers do you get from your advertisement that you run? Guess what his answer was? I don't know. I said, isn't that? For about 5 years, he'd been running $300 ad every week. He thought, oh, I might be getting 10 new customers from it every week. I said, great. How much is he spending to buy a new customer? $30. Problem is, when people come into Alan's bakery, they spend $4.50. Alan loses $25.50 every time he buys a new customer. Is Alan excited at this learning? You know, what Alan didn't really understand is that you have to buy customers. The price you pay for them, though, is generally too much for most people that aren't testing and measuring. Give you another example. I had a dog food business many years ago, Trophy Dog Food. And we home delivered dog food. We had a veterinary nurse who went to your house and did a 17-point health check on your dog every 6 weeks when they delivered the food. You know, high quality product, high quality service, high price, good profit. Now, a brand new customer for us on their first sale spent $108 with us on average. Out of that, there was $38 on average was profit to us. So, what was my allowable acquisition cost? Anything under $38. Does that make sense? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, so here I am, $38 how much I can spend. My radio advertisements bought me customers for $22 a piece. How often did I want an ad on radio? All the time. 22 out, 38 back. Is that a good day's work? My TV advertisements, I ran short-form infomercials similar to what the body trim, very similar to those type ads. I ran them in the morning, and Bert was on TV back then, I think. You know, And all of a sudden, I'm buying customers with those ads for $4.50 a piece. How excited was I at $4.50 out for 38 back? Very excited. And you start to sit and think about it. In that business, in the dog food business, we did a lot of referrals, and we told people, if you refer someone to us, we will give you 1 week's dog food for free, and we'll also give them 1 week for free. Cost us about $18. Was that a good strategy, yes or no? Yeah, we actually had one lady who never paid for dog food the entire time she was a customer. She just referred people to us all the time. She would go to dog parks and sell for us. I mean, she was literally our best advocate. But you know, what referral strategies do you have in place? What offers? Where is the people, you know, what's the incentive? How many referral strategies are you allowed? Why does that mean 0? See, for most businesses, you say you're allowed as many referral strategies as you want to use, and how many are they using? None. They're doing reactive referrals. If you get proactive in referrals, you can grow a business massively. Give them a different offer every month about why I should refer people to you. Read my book, Instant Referrals. It goes all through it. So, in the dog food business, actually, let me tell you how I fixed Alan's bakery. Alan was running $300. He was getting 10 people. Actually, we tested and measured it. Guess how many we found out it was? 4. 4 a week. He was spending $80 to buy a customer. He was very excited, you know. So he's spending $30 to buy each customer in this case. You sit down and look at it, and I said, well, I'm going to rewrite your advertisement. And he made great chocolate eclairs, so I rewrote his advertisement. Free chocolate eclair. Just cut out and bring in this coupon. Award-winning European bakery. I showed the ad to Alan. What do you think his response was? Brad, there's no possible way we could do that. Do you realise how many people in this town would come in for a free eclair? No, Alan, how many do you think would come in? He said hundreds. I said, would 300 come in? He said, at least 300. It cost him about 30 cents to make an eclair, the actual food cost of it. He's now buying customers for $1.30. 16 out of every 17 people that came in for the free eclair also bought other stuff while they were there, because we trained the staff how to deal with it, okay? We increased his average sale from $4.50 to $5.50 because of the training and bringing customers in. First week he ran the ad, he got 584 responses. 584 people came in. You know, only 1 in 17 got the eclair, did a runner. They're probably all related to each other, but that's fine. You know, one family, they ate eclairs for a week. You know? Who knows? But, you know, actually, interesting lesson. I rang Alan the next week. I said, hey, Alan, how'd the ad go this week? He said, Brad, we didn't run it this week. Why not? He said, well, we were far too busy last week. Yeah, you laugh, but I guarantee there's 20 things you used to do that made you money that you're not doing right now. Damn, that hurt, didn't it? Make a list when you get home tonight. What are the 20 things I used to do that made us money in business that I stopped doing because I got too busy? It's funny how the owners of the business, you know, it really intrigues me that a lot of businesses got successful because the owner was the best salesperson, and then the business got big and the owner stopped doing sales and they wonder why it stagnated. You know, if you're the best salesperson, then sell. Hire someone else to run the business. Just because you own it doesn't mean you need to be the boss. I don't run Action Coach. I go out and do the public speaking because I'm better at it than anyone else in the company. But when it comes to running the business, I'm not that great at it. I get bored. I try and change things all the time. Just because. I'm like a mechanic with their own car. It never runs properly because they're always playing with it. No? You sit down and you look at it. Imagine Roger Federer came to you and said, you know what, Roger Federer Inc.'s getting a bit big. I better stop playing tennis and start managing the business. You know, I could probably get that Philippoussis bloke cheap to play the tennis for us. Now, sometimes as the owner, the best thing for you to do is to sack yourself as the boss and go back to what made the business successful and hire someone else to be the manager. Does that make sense? Sometimes you're the worst person to manage your own business. If I owned your business, would I keep you on as the manager, or would I hire someone else to do it? Put you back into a job you used to do that made the business really successful in the first place. Interesting thought, isn't it? See, with him, what he had to understand, what he had to learn, is that by giving away something for free, it didn't actually cost him money. It actually bought him a lot of customers. We taught him how to get names and addresses. We taught him how to put a VIP program in place, and we started getting those people coming back. But every time he ran that ad, he actually was too busy the week he ran it. He was real. We had to cut the size of the ad back and run it less often so that he could only get, about 100 new customers a week, because that was plenty. Okay? He didn't need 584 people. It was just his little store was jammed,
Brought to you by businessblueprint.com.au.